Hello, future U.S. history students. This class covers everything from early America to modern events like 9/11 and globalization. To do your best in this course, you need to stay organized, know your vocabulary, and understand how events connect across time periods. First, learn the vocabulary early. One of the biggest keys to doing great in U.S. history is learning the vocabulary for every unit. Terms like Reconstruction, Industrialization, the New Deal, containment, and globalization are all examples of words you should know. Knowing vocab helps with notes, worksheets, and tests because vocab is almost everywhere. If you know the vocabulary, the units become much more easier to understand. Second, understand cause and effect. Don't just memorize events. Focus on why those events happen and what effects they cause. For example, the Great Depression led to Roosevelt's New Deal. World War II helped the U.S. become a world superpower. Segregation and discrimination led to civil rights movement. Understanding connections between events is extremely important. Third, pay attention to primary and secondary resources. A huge part of the class is understanding sources like photographs, speeches, propaganda posters, newspapers, and political cartoons. Practice identifying the message, the author's purpose, bias, and historical impact of this political cartoon right here. The message of this political cartoon is that the Confederacy is doomed to fail because of their lack of military and constitutional superiority. The author's purpose is to mock Confederate leadership and boost Northern morale for the Civil War. The cartoon has a pro-Union bias by glorifying the North and mocking the South. The historical impact is that it pioneered the use of the elephant and the donkey to represent Democrats and Republicans. Fourth, political cartoons matter. Political cartoons may look simple, but they are important. Focus on symbolism, exaggeration, labels, and the message being communicated. Questions often ask what the cartoon is criticizing or supporting. Fifth, know the major time periods. Try to remember the main themes of each unit. Unit 1 is Growth and Reform, which is about industrialization and immigration. Unit 2 is the Great Depression all the way to the New Deal. It's about economic crisis and recovery. Unit 3 is World War II and the Cold War, so this is when America becomes a war power. Unit 4 is Civil Rights in Vietnam, so lots of protests and civil change. Unit 5 is Modern America, so an increase of technology, globalization, and terrorism. 6. Study the worksheets and reviews. The worksheets and review videos help a lot before the tests. Many questions use similar vocabulary and concepts. If you understand the worksheets, you'll probably do well on quizzes and exams. And finally, my final advice. Don't wait until the night before to study. You don't want to end up like this. Review vocabulary a little each week. Ask questions when confused and connect historical events like a story. If you stay consistent, U.S. history becomes much more easier and more interesting, okay? Good luck, all future U.S. history students.